What is up, everybody? Welcome back, and I got a good one for you today. We're going to be reviewing the Injora 70mm swamp claws. I've been waiting for these for a while. I'm really excited, as well as the version 2 Tarantula hoods. So everything's there on the table. Let's get to it. All right, everybody, here we are at the table, and I have here my JLU Flexmaster. I call it. Lots of work done to it, but it does have the Injora 64mm swamp claws on it, and that way you guys can see an awfully nice comparison of the 70mm here. Oh man, you want to smell it? I know you do. Ah, that new tire smell. There's something about it, right? These are on 1.3 bead locks. And this is, of course, Injora's nice. Oh, you can feel it, nice and sticky. These are vented bead locks. Oh yeah, nice. Got that squish to it. Yeah, I love that. All right. So here it is, just the tire, 1.3 rim. It's really nice. It's got the 60mm little screws you got to put around them, but. So here's the 64, here's the 70, and yeah, so it's really quite the size difference. Look at it, it almost fits in between the wheelbase here. That's how big it is. So we're gonna see how it looks on the Tarantula. You know, they don't recommend it for this and that, and of course, unless you got a vehicle kind of ready for it. That's a big tire. That's a lot of tire, 1.3. So. Anyway, that's that. And then the next thing is, of course, this version 2 hood for the Tarantula. Now this, of course, I put this all together. I've actually got the Trx4m stock servo. We're gonna be putting in a different servo tonight while I have this apart. I've got another ramp crab servo. I really like the servo, super strong, but the plastic casing actually broke. I got a hold of the company and they sent me a new one. So we're gonna put that one in. I also stripped out the front plastic original Trx4m diff gears in this, so we're gonna have to pull this apart too and change those. I can show you how that goes pretty well. I'm also gonna take this rear skid plate off. If you do any sort of crawling with the thing, it just catches everywhere here, and it actually doesn't do very well because of that. And I'm hoping that these, with these aluminums, are actually going to be heavy enough for these nice big oil-filled shocks. They should be. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. And yes, those are Trx4m tires on this. I was tempted to do some kind of a fun spoof video, and I've got so many of these. Comment down below. What do you guys do with all these spare Trx4m tires that you got kicking around from all these fun upgrades and builds? Because I'm not sure. Thought about gluing some together to make a dually, but how's that gonna work? Then you can't bolt it on. Yeah, so we'll get right to it here. You gotta get some tools out and everything else, and I'll get back at it. Alright, back here, I kind of got everything back out. Magic of editing, you guys won't notice a thing. So here's the new servo I got sent. Thank you again, Ramp Crab, for replacing it. So as you can see on this one, this is plastic, all metal geared servo, very strong servo. I actually really like the servo, and it performed flawlessly till it didn't. And what really just failed on it was this plastic casing that they got. And so yeah, maybe I need to 3D print or see if I can find one, because there's nothing wrong with the servo other than that. They said glue it into, glue it into a mount, but I don't really see how I could do that, because you have to pull the tabs in there to get it out. So once you've glued it in there, you can't get it out. So you're in trouble. I'll have to mess around with that and figure out a way to do it. But anyway, keep going forward. So we'll be working on that. I have diff gears as well. Maybe I'll make this a several part video. This came with a new green aluminum horn. I don't think I'll be using that. I actually like the one that I had on the original, right here. That one's a nice, that one fit perfect, so we'll be reusing that one. I also went and picked up the 10mm extensions here, just in case I had any clearance issues, being those are so big. So these are your 3-piece speed locks. Can run you through the assembly of these very quickly. These thankfully are just the 6 screws here. Some of the Injora, like the brass design, I believe was 6 in the back, and you had 6 in the front, and then you had all these screws on the outside, and that was quite a project to put them all together. But boy, once they were all together, they looked really good. So alright, just keep going. Probably start with assembling some tires. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, there they are, boom, just like that, all assembled, ready to go. Now that they're assembled, I can really show you the actual size difference between these and these. So that 1.3 rim, and then the bigger tire, of course. It's quite a bit of difference. So, but boy, they look good. I actually like the style of these rims. By the way, it is just the 3 bead lock screws in the middle, so that's kind of nice as well. Anyway, moving forward, next big step is going to be putting in the new servo horn and whatnot. Maybe I'll just make that a separate video for you guys. And the next thing, this video, you guys will see these on the crawler and running. So we'll go from there. Boom! There it is, guys, all put together. And she is looking so cool with those 70s on there. Oh man, really digging it. This new hood. Love this new hood, man. This solved all those problems with servo binding and hitting in the on that original version 1 hood. Thank you, Injora, for fixing that problem. These 70 mils are so cool, but I do have a little rubbing here. Tiny bit of rubbing on the one side, I think partially due to the servo. So might have to resolve that in some way. I'm not sure how. Maybe just not turn into it so hard, but there it is all together. I had a couple things I still needed to do. I still want to replace the front diff gears. I'm going to make that a separate video for how to, and I'm going to remove that rear skid plate because again, that just bumps into everything. But yeah, there you go. Injora version 2 hood and 70 mil tires. Man, those are cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, have fun.
Oh yeah. Is that a UFO?
No.